Hello everybody, I just want to share a few books I got back from CGC. I already know the grades on them, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you. They are pretty cool books, and I think the cool factor, I think you'll agree, the cool factor will go up as this video goes on because these books are pretty awesome. First we got Daredevil 232, newsstand, first appearance of Nuke. Paid, $16 for it. Thought it was about a 9.2 when I got it, and we got the 9.8. Very cool. Another one we have is Spawn number 9, 9.8. Newsstand, exceptionally hard to get, with this, especially with this black cover on the back. And yeah, really cool book. First appearance of Angela. A lot of people want this in their collection. I paid $13 for it. Thought it was about a 9.4, and we got it up to the 9.8. Big boy here. It's not a super valuable book, but I mean, there were so many of them printed, but it is the newsstand, which gives it probably 6 times the value of a direct. About a $600 book, I would think. I don't have any problem selling these. I paid $25 for, on average, I bought 5 of these, I believe. And I just got a super deal on them. I'm not going to complain, and hopefully that guy has more for me in the future. But couldn't believe I got this book for that price. And once again, it looked like a 9.6 when I got it in. I just had to fix a few little dents and dings in it, and yeah, we got a very attractive 9.85 version of this book. This is better than your average 9.8. All right, next we got the cover everybody loves, Wolverine and Hulk cover. This is Wolverine number 8. Beautiful blue cover, but exceptionally hard to get any 9.8 with the black and the blue on the front. But we did manage to get it. I thought this was a 9.2 when I got it in. And we got it up to the 9.8. I spent $21 for this book, and it's worth a little bit more than that now. Exceptionally hard book to get a 9.8. Not for the faint of heart. I bought this as a 9.6 slab, and it looked like it had 1 color break here on the spine. It turned out to have 2. And that's it. That book is almost perfect otherwise. Beautiful cover. I mean, deep black. Final She-Hulk copy. This is She-Hulk 25, if I didn't mention that. It's the final one of the run. So yeah, beautiful book. Glad we got the 9.8. I paid $109. Now when I get these prices that I paid, this is after shipping, taxes, all that stuff. So thrilled to have that in a 9.8. The newsstand is worth a little bit more than direct, but not a ton. I think this might be a $600 or $700 book. But yeah, certainly worth a little bit more than the $109 that I paid. And if you are a G.I. Joe Transformers fan, you know, kind of those people that usually, most kids did both. I had friends that had G.I. Joe, and I had the Transformers. So play at my house, you play with Transformers. Play at his house or whoever, you play with G.I. Joe. But the Silent Issue, number 21, classic book. Probably my favorite of all of the G.I. Joe comics that I've read. I paid $434 after taxes and shipping. I don't know if I paid above fair market value, but I thought it was so nice that it was at least a 9.6. Sometimes I'll pay above fair market value to make sure I get one that I am almost certain will get 9.6 or 9.8. So yeah, $434, and it's worth a lot more than that now. And the final one, the big tamale, the one everybody wants to own a copy of, in newsstand. I mean, most of you watching this will probably gasp when you see this book. It is almost impossible to find this book in high grade in a newsstand for some reason. I don't know why. They're just rare. I couldn't find it. If you could find some 9.8 newsstand sales out there, let me know about them, because I could not find any comparables. GP Analysis doesn't have any. It did have one, but it turned out that was a 9.0 that was just mislisted in GP Analysis. So if you look up the CGC number, you'll see that. I mean, let me know in the comments. This book, I think people out there might pay $5,000 for this book, because the directs are selling for $2,200, I believe, at the time of this video. And generally, newsstands for high demand books will be at least 1.5 times value, sometimes 2.5 times value, sometimes more. I paid $651 for this book. That's what I'm saying about this hobby, cleaning and pressing. Consider it. I mean, if you love this hobby and you love collecting, you can build a pretty valuable collection just by buying books like this one. Once again, this is not something that comes along every day. There's not that many 9.6 newsstands out there. and especially, and I would say maybe not that many that would be 9.8 candidates. So I got lucky, very lucky on this one, but it's because I spend hours and hours and hours scouring the internet, eBay, shortboxed. And I've streamlined my process. I've got the filters down pretty good on eBay or whatever. So I spend a lot less time than I used to. But if you don't have the experience, and I've spent hundreds of hours doing this, you're going to have to spend 15, 20 hours a week probably to find deals like this. And then you got to know how to bid and all that stuff. There's a whole process to it. And it took me time, a couple years to get to where I'm at on it. So I spend basically Fridays now. I spend a couple, 3 hours scouring, because there's usually people that end auctions on Fridays. They'll end them on Sundays. So I catch both of those every week. And some weeks I don't buy anything. Then the next week I'll buy 10 or 15 books. Then the next week 3 books, and it's hit or miss. I try to always have something in the queue, though. I don't ever want to get the time where all the presses are empty. I like to keep them full. I got 4 presses now. And so enough of me rambling. I was hoping to make this a very short video. Sorry about that. But yeah, extremely happy to have these books back from CGC. And so these are ones that I basically for profit. I love having these books. I love touching, reading, everything about these books. It's an entire joy. I get to basically be part-time owner of these books. These are books that I couldn't even have fathomed having 2 years ago. But the cleaning and pressing hobby has allowed me to be in possession of books. I mean, a $200 book 2 or 3 years ago was unthinkable for me to spend that kind of money on a book. And now I've paid thousands of dollars for a book before. I've sold books for thousands and thousands of dollars. It's just mind-boggling. There's no limit to this hobby if you put the time in, learn to clean and press. I'm not trying to plug myself because I don't sell anything. Maybe I will by the time this video comes. Maybe one day I'll have a course or something on how to do this, but not as of right now. I'm just as a friend on the channel here. I would strongly suggest that if you want to build your collection and have a blast doing this, I enjoy every single moment of this. This is like nirvana for me, being up here in this small little room that I'm in, working on these books, getting books back, making videos, all that stuff. It's like a dream. I'm older now. I have the time to do it. And I can't imagine I'm ever going to stop doing this. So stay nerdy. Thanks again. And I'll see you in the next video.